all about that. But first up, let's get you our first conversation on trading hour today. The initial public offering of Delhi NCR-based real estate development company Signature Global opens for subscription. Now, the price band for this IPO is at 366 to 385 rupees a piece. The proceeds will be utilized for repayment of debt and other inorganic growth opportunities as well. So to discuss more about this, we're joined by Mr. Pradeep Aggarwal, who's chairman of the company, as well as Rajat Kathuria, who is the CEO of Signature Global. Gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us on the show today and speaking to us. Mr. Aggarwal, if I can come to you first, we were just talking about how you're planning to utilize the IPO proceeds. Take us through a little bit more on this. I know part of it is for debt repayment, but you're also looking at inorganic growth in the time to come. So take us through some more details on that front. Mr. Aggarwal, I think you're on mute there.
Yeah, sorry. So thanks for inviting us. ये जो 730 करोड़ की जो प्रोसीडिंग्स आ रही है, इसमें 127 करोड़ का एक OFS है जो IFC का है, और 603 करोड़ के जो प्राइमरी इशुएंस है उसमें से 432 करोड़ जो है वो डेट रिडक्शन में जाएगा, और लगभग 170 करोड़ के नियर अबाउट जो है वो हमारा ग्रोथ फंडिंग होगा, जो वर्किंग कैपिटल के लिए यूज होगा या लैंड एक्विजिशन के लिए यूज होगा।
सर, तो आपका डेट क्या होगा आफ्टर यू रीपे मोर देन 400 करोड़ रुपीस? व्हाट वुड बी द बैलेंस डेट एंड हाउ आर यू लुकिंग टू ब्रिंग दैट डाउन?
राइट, सो 1100 करोड़ रुपए का डेट हमारा 31 मार्च 2023 को क्लोज हुआ था, और 432 करोड़ रुपए पे होने के बाद एक काफी बड़ा पोर्शन डेट का हमारा पे हो चुका होगा। किसी भी रियल एस्टेट कंपनी के लिए मुझे लगता है डेट का कम होना एक बहुत हेल्दी सिचुएशन है। कहीं ना कहीं हमारा भी जो फोकस है कि हम जो भी डेट है उसको किसी तरीके से कम कर पाएं, और उसी दिशा में हमारा एक कदम।
All right, got that. और आप हमें एक्विजिशंस के बारे में भी बता सकते हैं? आपने मेंशन किया है कि बाकी का अमाउंट इनऑर्गेनिक ग्रोथ के लिए यूज होगा, तो अभी एक्विजिशंस पे क्या प्लान है?
देखिए, रियल एस्टेट एक ऐसी चीज है, लैंड हमेशा एक अपॉर्चुनिटी की तरह होती है। ये कंपनी का रूटीन कोर्स ऑफ बिजनेस है। कभी भी कोई भी अपॉर्चुनिटी अगर कंपनी के पास आती है तो डेफिनेटली हम उसे पॉजिटिवली देखते हैं, लेकिन जैसा कि सिग्नेचर ग्लोबल का जो फोकस मार्केट है वो एक तो दिल्ली एनसीआर है, दूसरा फोकसली हम अफोर्डेबल और मिड इनकम सेगमेंट के अंदर ही काम करते हैं। अगर इससे रिलेटेड हमारे पास कोई भी अपॉर्चुनिटी हमारे पास आती है तो ऑलवेज हम वेलकम करते हैं, और मुझे लगता है ये जो आप ग्रोथ देख रहे हैं पिछले 9 सालों में, ये बिकॉज ऑफ इट ओनली।
Rajat, you will be left with 670 crore of debt approximately. What will the debt to equity stand at?
So, Reema, thanks for inviting us to the show. So, see, as of 31st of March, our gross debt was 1,700. We had cash and cash equivalents of about 600 odd crores. So, the net debt number was of about 1,100 odd crores. Part of the proceeds of almost 430 odd crores are being used to repay this particular debt. Another couple of points to note in this situation is that last year our collections also grew very fast. So the way sales have been growing over the last 2 years at a CAGR of 42%, cash flow from operations has also been growing at a fairly good pace. Last year we collected almost 1,920 crores from our customers from our operations. And we were having a operating surplus before investments into land of 691 crores. So we usually benchmark the level of debt vis-a-vis the kind of operating surplus which is being generated in the business, which tends to be fairly healthy and has been growing in the past 3 years. That's why we are in a fairly comfortable leverage position. But listing is giving us an opportunity to improve the cap structure and cut down on debt further.
But on a reported basis, the net debt to equity?
Equity post-listing should be, so it would be, equity will be closer to, let's say, about 650 odd crores post-listing basis, and net debt number would also be between 600 to 800 odd crores.
So 1:1. Right. Rajat, the company... Yes?
Please go ahead.
So I'm saying approximately 1:1. The company's had negative net worth for FY21, FY22. On a reported basis, you've been reporting losses. I know on an adjusted basis, your RHP does show some profitability, but reported numbers are a negative. Now that your interest costs would come down, can you tell us on a reported basis, is there visibility the company turns profitable?
So, see, this is a little accounting driven, Reema. We are a young company. We were established just, 9 years ago with modest amounts of, prop capital. And, we've grown significantly over the last 8 to 9 years. Construction usually has a cycle of, anywhere between 3.5 to 5 years. And revenue is getting recognized only basis completed contracts method of accounting. Therefore, you'll see a bit of difference while operating surplus is getting generated before further investments into land of a significant magnitude. On the P&L side, we are still seeing profits, still seeing losses because only a fraction of the total land portfolio has been completed and has hit the profit and loss account. To give some perspective, only 6 million plus square foot has been completed, while another 17 million is under various stages of completion. These are ongoing projects. And about 21 million is forthcoming category. So if you'll add all of them, out of 44 million odd square foot of portfolio, only 6 million has been completed. And because of the accounting policy, which is more back-ended, the profits seem to be in the negative zone right now. But going forward, interest costs will come down as the leverage is being reduced. And 17 million square foot will also, add up to profitability.
Okay, got that. You were also talking about, the sales value growth that we've seen is over 40%. But considering that you have all of these projects which you're currently developing as well, there's a long line of projects which are going to be taken up as well. What do you think that figure can look like going forward?
So, Reema, see, current market dynamics are very promising. Gurgaon has seen a lot of growth in physical and social infrastructure over the last decade, while in our view, the housing stock has not, enhanced in the manner it should have, happened. And that's one of the primary reasons why, due to this demand-supply gap, the prices have gone up over the last 2 years, especially post the pandemic. So we feel creating continuous supply is a very important factor, which is our biggest endeavor being a real estate development company. There is abundant demand in the market, at this stage.
What's your unsold inventory value?
So as of 31st March 2023, the number was close to some 4,000 odd crores.
4,000 odd crore. Okay. And you said that there is a lot in terms of the pipeline which is still getting completed. Do you want to break that up? How much will get completed in the balance 6 months of FY24? How much will come on the on the block in FY25?
So I could say that all of this is getting completed over the span of next 3 years, and on a continuous basis, you will see the 17 million square foot of inventory coming to a completion and handover stage.
Okay. And what about new launches?
So, see, our focus area remains, Gurugram and the peripheral markets. Our focus area also continues to remain affordable and mid-income homes. We've been doing it for the last 10 years, and multiple times, we've learned this well. So, our, we'll be launching more projects within our, micro markets, which is especially Gurgaon and, Sohna, which is peripheral market to Gurgaon. So, both of these places you'll see more
but
launches
nothing
coming from.
In terms of launches?
Sorry?
Nothing firmed up in terms of launches?
No, these launches are well formed up. Some of these markets within Gurugram, like Sector 37D, which is on the Dwarka Expressway, or, we're coming up with a project on the Sona elevated corridor, which is very close to the point where the Delhi-Mumbai industrial corridor has started. At that location, we have launches which will be coming in near future.
And what's the value of those launches? One is 17 million, which is under completion.
Yes.
What's the new launch pipeline over the next 3 years?
So, fundamentally, Reema, see, we've always purchased land which can be put to use within a short span of time. We've always had, we were a young company, we've always been very conscious of, proper capital allocation. We've never purchased land from a land banking perspective or for any speculative reasons. So over the past 10 years, any land which we've bought, we've put it to use, we've launched it on an average of 18 months from the date of acquisition. So entire 21 million square foot, the intent and desire of the company is to, launch these within a foreseeable future itself. So you will see, a lot of this pipeline, getting into real launches in a short span of time.
All right, got that. Gentlemen, we're going to leave it at that today. Thank you for joining us. And we do hope to have you back, perhaps after listing, so we can talk and get some more numbers from you as well. That is the management of Signature Global talking us through their plans. They are looking to use the proceeds to bring down their debt and also perhaps acquire more land parcels. They operate largely in the Haryana, Gurgaon region. And they're sounding quite positive, looking to bring down their debt right now is what they are telling us. With that, it is time for a short break. When we come back, we're going to shift focus from equities to talk about the commodity space.